You're standing at a gas station, digging through your car's cup holder for loose change. You're running late for work. Your shift pays $14 an hour. The cashier barely looks up as you hand over $2 for a lottery ticket. To you, it is just another small chance. Something you bought without thinking. You get back into your car. Before driving away, you check the numbers on your phone. Then you stop. Your hand freezes. You check the numbers again and again. For a moment, the noise of the gas station seems to disappear. The numbers match. All of them. You have just won $600 million. But nobody knows. Not your boss. Not your coworkers. Not your family. Not even your closest friends. You still go to work the next morning. You still answer emails. You still sit in traffic. You still act like the same person who was counting loose change in a cup holder the night before. Because winning the money is not the hardest part. The hardest part is staying silent. You claim the prize through a blind trust. Your name never appears in the news. No cameras come to your house. No strangers start calling your phone. To the world, nothing has changed. But inside your life, everything has. This is what $600 million looks like when nobody is allowed to see it. And the real story begins after the winning ticket is cashed. It happened on a Friday. Not a special Friday, not your birthday, not a holiday, just another Friday. You stop at the same gas station you have visited hundreds of times before. The lights are bright. The floor is clean. The smell of coffee fills the small store. You are already late for work. But before leaving, you do what you have done every Friday for the last 3 years. You buy one lottery ticket. Just one from you. You never buy 10. You never spend your whole paycheck chasing a dream. You do not even think you are going to become rich. It is simply a habit. Every Friday, you use a few dollars. Sometimes you pay with cash. Sometimes you use coins from your car's cup holder. You buy the ticket, put it in your wallet, and forget about it. Most weeks, nothing happens. You lose. The ticket goes in the trash. Then the next Friday comes, and you buy another one. For 3 years, the ritual stays the same. One ticket, one small chance. Then back to real life. Your $14 an hour job. Your bills. Your tired mornings, your old car, your normal problems. You are not standing at that gas station dreaming about a mansion. You are not planning to quit your job. You are not imagining what $600 million would feel like. You are just trying to get to work on time. And that is what makes the next few minutes so strange. Because the ticket you almost forgot about is about to change everything. The truth is, this was not your first win. 2 years earlier, you had already received a small warning, a $4,000 scratch-off ticket. You remember the moment clearly. You were sitting in your car, staring at the ticket in your hand. $4,000. To most people, it was not life-changing money. But to you, it was more money than you had ever won at once. For a few minutes, you thought about everything you could buy: a better phone, new clothes, a nicer car, maybe a trip. Maybe you could finally spend money without checking your bank account first. But then you did something different. You told almost nobody. You did not post it online. You did not call every friend you had. You did not suddenly start spending like a rich person. You took the money and invested it. Then you waited. At first it felt strange. You had the money, but your life looked exactly the same. You still drove the same car. You still went to the same job. You still lived the same way. But that small win taught you something. Money becomes dangerous when everyone knows you have it, and money disappears quickly when you rush to spend it. So you kept quiet. You let the money sit. You gave yourself time to think. You did not know it yet, but that small $4,000 win had prepared you for something much bigger. Because 2 years later, you would win an amount so large that spending it would be the easy part. The real challenge would be making sure nobody knew. 3 days after checking the numbers, you sit in a small office inside a strip mall. There is no tall building, no fancy lobby, no marble floor, just a quiet office beside a pharmacy and a small grocery store. Across from you sits a trust attorney. She has a folder open on the desk. Inside it is the ticket, the winning ticket. She looks at you for a moment. Then she asks a simple question. Do you want to still be able to walk into a grocery store in 5 years? You do not answer right away, because now you understand what she means. Winning $600 million can change the way people see you. Friends may want money. Family members may suddenly have emergencies. Strangers may start looking for you. Your name could become public. Your life could become something everyone feels entitled to discuss. The attorney explains that one option is a blind trust. The trust can claim the prize instead of you personally. The money goes into an entity. The entity signs the claim form, not you. Your name stays away from the cameras and the headlines. The exact rules depend on the state where the ticket was bought. Some states allow winners to remain private. Others have different rules. So you listen carefully. You ask questions. You read every page. You do not rush. Finally, the attorney looks at you again. Once your name is out there, you cannot take it back. You look down at the winning ticket. For 3 years, you bought one ticket every Friday. Now one ticket is worth $600 million. And your first decision is not what to buy. It is how to stay invisible. Then the attorney shows you the number. Not the number from the news. Not the number printed on the giant lottery sign. $600 million. That number is the headline. It is not the amount you will receive in cash. If you choose the lump sum, the amount is much smaller. Before taxes, it may be around half of the advertised prize. Then the government takes its share. Federal taxes come first. Depending on where the ticket was bought, state taxes may take more. The attorney moves a calculator across the desk. You watch the numbers change. $600 million becomes something closer to $300 million before taxes. Then the taxes are taken out. The final amount that reaches the trust could land somewhere around $220 million to $260 million. You stare at the page. For the first time, the win feels real. Not because the number is smaller, because it is still enormous. You were working for $14 an hour. Now, after taxes, more than $200 million could be sitting inside a trust, with your name hidden behind it. The attorney reminds you that this money is not a free pass to make careless choices. There are lawyers, accountants, investment managers, rules, taxes, security concerns. Every decision matters now. You look at the final number again. A few days earlier, you were counting coins in your car. Now you are looking at a number large enough to change your family for generations. But the money has not changed your life yet. Nobody knows. You still have to go back to work. And tomorrow morning, your alarm is still set for the same time. The money does not change your life overnight. There is no mansion, no private jet, no fleet of luxury cars. Instead, the first year is quiet, very quiet. 6 months pass. The money is spread across safe investments. Municipal bonds, low-cost index funds, different accounts, different institutions. The goal is simple. Do not put everything in one place. Do not chase quick profits. Do not make one careless decision with hundreds of millions of dollars. Then 14 months pass. A second trust buys a small rental duplex. The property is placed under an LLC. Your name is nowhere on the front door. Tenants move in, rent checks begin coming in, but your life still looks the same. 2 years pass. The trust buys a small stake in a private business. Not a famous company. Not something that makes the news. Just a real business with real customers and steady income. You become an owner without becoming a public figure. And through all of this, you are still living in the same apartment. The same furniture sits in the same rooms. Your neighbors still think you are just another person living nearby. You still drive the same car. You still buy normal groceries. You still go to work. The strange part is that your money is growing quietly in the background. While everyone else sees the same person, your life is slowly building an invisible financial machine. 6 months, 14 months, 2 years. The money keeps working, and nobody around you has any idea why. 2 years after the win, your life still looks almost exactly the same. You still drive the same 2015 Corolla. The paint is not perfect. The seats are worn. The car makes a strange sound when you turn the wheel, but you keep driving it. You also keep your job. For another 8 months, you show up every morning. You answer emails. You attend meetings. You complain about traffic with everyone else. People at work still think you need the paycheck, and that is exactly what you want them to think. Quitting suddenly would raise questions. A new car would raise questions. A new house would raise questions. So you wait. You keep living the same life. But there is a secret nobody knows. In another state, far away from your town, there is a property. It is paid for in full. No mortgage, no loan, no monthly payment. Nobody at work has seen it. Your neighbors do not know about it. Your family has never visited. It exists quietly under the structure created by your trust. From the outside, you still look like the same person. Inside the system, your money is doing something completely different. It is buying assets, building income, creating protection. You slowly learn a truth that most people never have to face. Invisibility is not modesty. It is security. When you have $600 million, the safest thing money can buy is not a bigger house. It is the ability to live your life without everyone knowing what you have. So you keep the Corolla. You keep the job. You keep the secret. And every morning, you walk into work looking like someone who still needs the money. The hardest part of hiding $600 million is not hiding from strangers. It is hiding from the people who already know you. One afternoon, your best friend calls. You have known each other for years. Before the money, before the trust, before the secret. His voice sounds different. He needs help. He is behind on rent. He needs $3,000. You sit quietly while he explains. You could send the money in seconds. To you, $3,000 is almost nothing. But that is the problem. If you help too quickly, questions may come. Where did you get that kind of money? Why do you have $3,000 just sitting around? What happened to you? You could lie and say you do not have it, but you know he is struggling. So you send the money. Then he asks the question you were afraid of. How did you get this? You pause. You cannot tell him the truth. So you create another story. You tell him you received a bonus at work. It is not a perfect lie, but it is enough. He thanks you. He thanks you. You tell him not to worry about paying you back quickly. Then the call ends. You sit alone for a while. The money solved his problem, but something about the moment feels wrong. You helped your best friend, yet you had to lie to him to do it. That is the strange cost of being secretly rich. You can solve problems that would destroy other people, but you cannot explain why you are able to solve them. Every gift needs a reason. Every purchase needs an explanation. Every act of kindness can create a question. And sometimes, the people you love most are the hardest people to keep in the dark. One night, you are sitting in the same apartment. The same apartment you lived in before the win. The same walls. The same furniture. The same small kitchen. Nothing about the room looks rich. Your phone is in your hand. You open the investment app. The screen loads. Then the number appears. 9 figures. You stare at it. For a moment, you do not move. The money has grown. The investments have worked. The properties are earning. The businesses are producing income. Your financial life is now worth more than you ever imagined. But before you can feel anything, someone knocks on your door. It is your neighbor. They need to borrow a phone charger. You look at the screen again. 9 figures. Then you look at the charger in your hand. You give it to them. They thank you and walk away. You close the app. The apartment becomes quiet again. And that is the strange truth about your life. On one side, there is a fortune so large that you never need to work again. On the other side, there is the same apartment, the same car, the same job, the same people who have no idea what happened to you. You are living 2 lives at the same time. One life is visible. The other is hidden behind trusts, lawyers, companies, and private accounts. The world sees the person you used to be. Only you know what you have become. And maybe that is the quiet cost of winning $600 million. Not losing everything, not becoming famous, but splitting your life in 2 and realizing that the safest way to keep your fortune is to keep pretending you never won it.